I said it really fast.
Say it slowly. Say it slowly.
We're in the game, Apollo. Hold on a second, mate.
I'm trying to test you. Everyone that comes to DreamHack has to do the DreamHack test to say where we are. But anyway, I'll come back to that. Don't worry. You're not off the hook yet. Up to the top left-hand side here is the red Protoss player playing for TCM, making the comeback in that previous game. Can he continue it at first? After a long day of action, we are closing in on the end here. Just this and one more game to go. Down here in the bottom right-hand side is the blue ZerG player playing for Team Startail. It's life. Don't even think about talking Starcraft, Moonblade.
Come on, mate.
One more time.
Jock Ping.
John Ping. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I said that. I'm
not going to correct you.
Why not?
Because I know how to say it.
Oh, let's hear it then.
Ping.
Okay.
We're both pretty bad.
No, I'm horrible. There's no doubt about that.
It's okay. You had to do it. We'll get Nathanius on it later. Don't you worry.
Oh, I believe that. And we're going to see Life actually go for the hatch first this time. But at the same time, we see a very early probe scout. We'll have to wait and see if First wants to take advantage of this. We don't have a forge down just yet either.
Yeah, it looks like he's just going to go Nexus first.
Yeah, it does look like that. So just a little bit of probe scouting, probe harassment there. It's going to force Life to make that early pull instead of going for that third hatchery. So nice little start there from First, you know, keeping things equal in terms of economy builds.
Playing a little bit greedy here First, is he not, with that second pile of Moonglade being thrown down before any forge gateway?
A little bit greedy there. I'm sure we'll see the gateway go down in a second as well. Nope, going to be forge. I got that wrong last game as well. Damn.
So talk to us a little bit about this map though. Foxtrot Labs, it's been in the map pool, the map rotation for a good couple of months now. It's been played actively in multiple tournaments for a good selection of months as well. What are some of the pointers, some of the key locations on this map for contesting against each other here?
Okay, third base usually is a gold for ZerG if they are an aggressive ZerG, which we see from Life. I may have called that as he put down the hatchery, so I kind of cheated. No. Generally, I don't like this map at all. It's been, I think it's quite commonly thought of as the least favorite of the map pool from the season we recently had. And it's not horrible for ZerG because there is that gold base there, which ZerG can take. It's pretty close to the natural. It's not too far away, so creep spreading there isn't too hard either. And fourth base obviously would be just above the natural. So, you know, it's all about 4 bases against Protoss in the mid game. You want to have 8 gases so you can make tech switches, so you can go late game. And yeah, it's not a horrible map, especially in these positions. I kind of like what we see.
Is Life going to be? I mean, how can he be aggressive from this third gold base? Well, I mean, can he? I mean, where does he go? Does he just play out a regular game despite being an aggressive ZerG and in aggressive stance?
Well, he can definitely be aggressive simply because in the mid game, simply because he has such an economic lead. And the third base is pretty difficult for the Protoss to take. I mean, you have to kill some rocks, and then you have to put down the Nexus, and there's going to be 2 sort of points of attack for the ZerG if they want to go for maybe a Ling Roach, Ling Hydra sort of timing, which I wouldn't be surprised if we do see. Great scouting from Life here. He sees the probe coming onto the map here that wants to scout out everything. Wants to scout out this gold base especially. And he will get it. He will get the scout off, but he might cost the probe its life.
Well, I suppose it's up to First now to try to know what to do here. And he's chosen a Twilight Council very, very early on towards the back of his main base here. And that's his tech of choice, Moonglade.
Do you think it's going to be Blink Stalker DT?
I have absolutely no idea.
I'm going to say it's going to be Blink Stalkers because we already have a Forge on the map. And that could go for an easy +2 here. But we don't really see any upgrades going at the moment, so... all right.
DTs, I think.
DTs, I think.
Dark Templar, the choice of strategy from First here. Is this going to work? Because remember, this is a must-win for the TCM Protoss player. Roach Warren's been put down here by Life as well as another extractor, so he can bring in some more gas in. He is pushing himself potentially aggressive here, depending on how many more drones he wants to add on and when he starts his unit production. But one thing that's been, I mean, if we look back to the previous game, he built Spore Crawlers no matter what in that previous one, despite not knowing what he was up against.
Yes, yeah. That is one thing to consider when looking at this. And will Life do it again? I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Good idea, especially if you have no idea what's going to be coming out. And where that Twilight is, as well as Dark Shrine, I don't think Life has any chance of scouting that before it's out.
Well, there's a probe down to the bottom right, which has gone unscouted here.
Looky that. 3 spores are going down. Life should be completely okay with this. 12 roaches as well, 13. Life's actually going to be on the aggressive here, which is a great follow-up against this sort of DT opening because, you know, you can punish it if it does no damage. You can crush it with roach timings, Hydra timings, Ling roach timings. I mean, so long as you have enough detection for them, you can do a lot of work.
Well, more and more gateways being added on here for first. And Life is going to be on the other side of the map with the majority of his units very shortly. As the Dark Shrine finishes, 2 Dark Templars get walked in. Are there going to be any units around these expansions which have the Spore Crawlers? He's got the detection. He's waiting for a 3rd Dark Templar here.
Yeah, but at the same time, all those DTs are being walked in. There's a huge attack on the natural already. First, and First doesn't have anything to defend against this.
He doesn't. He has a single force field right now. He should have enough for another one very, very shortly here, but the attack is going to commence. 4 Dark Templars make their way to the gold base at the same time here, and it is all out panic from both sides right now. Life trying to defend. Likewise is First, but the wall is about to be broken. First is going to have to try to defend with Dark Templar. It's the only way he can stop this attack.
It is. I mean, he is doing well, and there's only a Overseer going in now, so he can clean this up in the natural, and looks like he is going to the natural of Life at the same time with 3 DT, so he could actually completely cripple Life at this point. He's killing so many drones.
Who's crippling who, though? Because you've got the drones going down on one side of the map, but the probes going down on the other, and the Zerglings to the main base here.
There's
an Overseer that is now being aggressive with the units too, so you can bring down the Dark Templar.
Yeah, I think Life actually might just have enough. There's 3 DTs in the natural, but the probes are just having to run for their lives, and we see a 40 supply lead for Life at this point.
Well, it actually doesn't look like there is an Overseer on the other side of the map. I thought there was. Both of them are defensive. And he's run around, he's kind of killed 19 pros while he's running around. The drone to pro difference, 25 to 27. And 44 supply here to 72, a huge advantage for Life.
Yeah, huge advantage, and he hasn't finished yet. I mean, he still has so many Zerglings running around the main base of First, just picking up probes where he can, ignoring the DTs.
And now the Overseer is coming over. The detection is on its way. Moonglade, as well of another set of reinforcements. There's no cannons. There's nothing to defend currently on this natural. And once this Overseer comes to give detection to the units to kill these Dark Templars, this looks like Life's going to be able to pick up a 3-1.
It does look like that for sure. I mean, there's 1 Archon with these Zealots, which can help out a little bit, but there's so many roaches, enough to kind of kite this and destroy it.
Yeah, and now the pros have been pulled off the line. Can somehow, some way First hold this. It doesn't look like it. So many roaches, and he's going to go to town on this, picking off the last couple of units, and it looks like Life goes on undefeated in this tournament. The last Dark Templar goes down, and we are seeing First at 30 supply. GG is called. And Life finds himself the first player in the winners finals.
Very, very strong game there, and I mean, not a 3-0. That's something to note here. We have broken the streak. The match went for a little bit longer. Great to see, and I love this song, man. I just want to get up and jump.
I mean, I just want to bounce with you all night, Moonglade.
Whoa.
Life takes a 3-1 there. And unfortunately, First now drops down to the lower bracket and will have to face off against Jetji in our first game tomorrow.